Hi everybody, it is Nick from Booster here, and we are continuing our the key quick conversations, asking marketing and advertising and industry leaders what their view is of what the key to successful client and agency relationships is. And I'm here with Gemma. So Gemma, please could you introduce yourself and tell us what you believe the key is?
Thank you. This is very exciting with this little microphone.
Got the little mic.
So I'm Gemma Greaves. I'm a co-founder of a business called Nurture and a private members club called Cabal. And I suppose before I used to be the chief exec of the Marketing Society. So in terms of my relevance in marketing, that probably
makes absolute sense.
It makes
You're
sense.
part of the industry, very much so. Yes,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And a lovely industry it is. So I would answer that question slightly differently, which is what makes relationships successful? Because the minute you talk about client-agency relationship, you're essentially referring to a power play in a sense, in that just out of fact, clients are the ones that hold the money and agencies are the ones that work for that money.
Yeah.
So I think straight away, it's about shifting that dynamic. So if you think about it from a point of view of relationships, what's the secret to a relationship? I believe the secret to a relationship is trust. Mm-hmm. And the only way that you can truly build trust is to be yourself, to be your true self and to be your authentic self. Yep. And it's only when you're really that authentic self that you can build that trust and then therefore the big relationship. And I think once you have a big and beautiful relationship, that is where you can do some great things together. Yeah. So that would be my number one thing of building a relationship.
I love it. Be one's true self.
Be one's true self.
And how...
Be you so others can be them.
It sounds... It's almost...
Get that in.
Yeah. it sounds almost like a ridiculous thing to then ask, but how can one be one's true self? Is it... because people are conditioned to try and be what they believe is a particular way in a work environment. How can one make sure that works, that is the best thing for them to do and it works brilliantly for them?
So my experience, we're only our best selves when we're our true selves. And that means being open and honest about who we are. And I think that means being vulnerable about who we are. Mm-hmm. And so it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be perfect at everything. And it's a good thing. And the more you show that as a leader, I believe, or as a client, because, a lot of the relationships I used to have with agencies, the more I was, just very ordinary and normal, the more it created the space where they could be.
Yeah.
So I genuinely believe it's, and I said it earlier, but I don't know if you heard, but be you so others can be them. Create that space where others feel that they can just be themselves. And that comes with admitting everything isn't always perfect. And that's a really good thing, to have that vulnerability. So it starts with being vulnerable. I believe.
Wonderful. And a lot of honesty in that, right?
Yeah.
Being very truthful, transparent about who you are and where your strengths and weaknesses are.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think once you have that space, that comfortable space, it's where you can then have the big and sometimes uncomfortable conversations. And the best agency client relationships, and I've been on both sides, is when you are able to have those sometimes quite knotty, uncomfortable conversations and create the space where people feel truly they can contribute in a really valuable and brilliant way. And that means as a client giving the agency freedom to be their creative best selves, and give them the trust and respect, because you have that lovely big relationship to together produce some amazing work. And that's where I believe the magic comes from.
I love it. Thank you very much. And in a world where there is so much uncertainty, there is so much lack of transparency, there is so much talk about various things, whether things are truthful or not, something like this, I think, is a wonderful step in the right direction, right?
Yeah, and I think it's where you will achieve great things together. Yeah. I genuinely believe we're better together. And it's only when you create those spaces where people feel truly they can be themselves that you create amazing things and hopefully braver, better, bolder work.
Love it. What a wonderful way to finish it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you.